It's time for the Super Bowl. What's up, guys, and welcome to episode number 2 of this Madden 24 Play Now series. And today, I'm playing the Super Bowl. It's my Super Bowl 58 sim, as it says in the title, as obviously it's the 49ers and Chiefs. The 49ers are the road team, the designated road team, and the Chiefs are the designated home team, which doesn't really matter except for what sideline you're on, what jersey you're wearing, what locker room you're in, and obviously the 49ers will call the toss, will call heads or tails for the toss, for the coin toss before the game, and then obviously if the game goes to overtime, they would call the toss as well before overtime if the game goes to overtime. But that aside, this is a great matchup. The 49ers are 92 overall, the Chiefs are 90 overall. Obviously, the 49ers have Christian McCaffrey, they have Nick Bosa, George Kittle, Brock Purdy, Fred Warner, and then the Chiefs, you have Patrick Mahomes, who has already won 2 Super Bowls, beat the 49ers in Super Bowl 54, then they beat the Eagles last year in Super Bowl 57, and then they also have Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, and obviously on offense they also have Marquez Valdes-Scantling, Kadarius Toney, so they have Kelce, and then on defense they have obviously Chris Jones. They did have Tyrann Mathieu, but he's no longer on the team. But still, this team is good. Obviously, the Chiefs, I believe, their receivers led the NFL in drop passes, but they got here. And obviously, in real life, the Super Bowl is the Super Bowl is today for the day the Super Bowl is the day I'm posting this video. I'm filming this the day before the Super Bowl, but I'm going to be posting this video the day of the Super Bowl. So February 11th, right? Yeah, Sunday, February 11th is Super Bowl Sunday. The game is at 5:30 p.m. Central Time on CBS. So hopefully you guys will be watching it. I will be. I'm going for the 49ers, but this game should be a good game. As I've done a Super Bowl sim since Super Bowl 53, I think, or Super Bowl 52. So I've done a Super Bowl sim the last 5 or 6 years. So this is probably going to be my last one, because obviously at this time next year I'll be at college when Super Bowl 59 happens, and obviously I want to be able to film a Super Bowl 59 sim. But I've done a Super Bowl sim for the last 5 or 6 years, so one last one here in Super Bowl 58, 49ers Chiefs in Vegas. So yeah, the skill level will be rookie, because I know last year I might have put it on pro when I did the Eagles and Chiefs, or tentatively the Chiefs and Eagles, and I think I threw 5 interceptions with Mahomes. It was 4 or 5 interceptions with Mahomes, so yeah, I think I was on pro last year. This year I'm going to be on rookie. You still can throw interceptions on rookie, but I'm just doing that because usually in Madden 24 I've played on pro or all pro. I'm going to play on rookie for both teams here in this game, just because I don't want to throw 5 interceptions. I still might throw 1 or 2, but hopefully I don't throw 5 with Mahomes. And obviously last year's Super Bowl 57 sim for me, I had the Eagles win 17-10, and obviously in real life the Chiefs won 38-35 on a Harrison Butker field goal with obviously the Chiefs in real life won 38-35 on a Harrison Butker go-ahead field goal, a really game-winning field goal with 8 seconds left in the fourth. But the skill level for both teams or both controllers will be rookie, and the play call for both teams or both controllers will be enhanced. So yeah. The only thing, so it's going to be 6-minute quarters, but I'd obviously change the event type to Super Bowl, so 6 minutes. The game is at 6:30 p.m. Eastern at the Super Bowl 58 Stadium, which is Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders in Vegas. Weather will be clear. Obviously, it's indoors anyways. But yeah, game style and simulation, event type Super Bowl, quarter length, 6 minutes. So yeah. The Chiefs are the red controller, and the 49ers are the blue controller. So let's get into my Super Bowl 58 sim right now. And speaking of the 49ers, there's George Kittle. Well, he doesn't show his face, but it shows his X factor. He's a Super Bowl superstar X Factor, and obviously Brock Purdy, the 49ers quarterback, was the last pick of the 2022 draft, and in his second season, he goes from Mr. Irrelevant to playing in the Super Bowl. And can he go from Mr. Irrelevant to a Super Bowl champ? We'll find out. We are here in Las Vegas, Nevada, at Allegiant Stadium for Super Bowl 58 between the Chiefs, or between the 49ers and the Chiefs. It's Mahomes, it's Brock Purdy and the 49ers versus Patrick Mahomes and it's Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers versus Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. And here come the captains for the coin toss, as it's the Niners and Chiefs here in Super Bowl 58, excuse me. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 54 here in Vegas. And here's the coin toss. Probably the thumbnail right there. And the coin is flipped by the ref. And it's the same coin toss and presentation where both quarterbacks fist bump and high five, or fist bump and clap. And then the referee just points up in the air. And then there's the handshakes by the captain. But usually both quarterbacks, in this case Purdy and Mahomes, just clap and then do a fist bump. Looks like the 49ers will get the ball first. Deebo Samuel is back to receive, while Harrison Butker will put the ball on the tee to kick it off. So Butker will kick it off to Samuel. As it's 6-minute quarters, I just said 6-minute quarters, no win inside Allegiant Stadium, as it's a second straight Super Bowl appearance for the Chiefs, as they're looking to go back-to-back, as we're on your way in Super Bowl 58. And it's Deebo Samuel, and he'll knee it in the Chiefs' end zone touchback. There's Pat Mahomes, here's Brock Purdy and the 49ers, as 2022 stats: 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Obviously, it's 2022, and obviously he didn't play that entire year, because obviously he was Mr. Irrelevant, last pick of the 2022 draft. And then, obviously, this team still had, they started with Trey Lance that year. They started with Trey Lance, then he tore his ACL, then they went to Jimmy G, who then hurt his foot. So then both Trey Lance and Jimmy G were out for the season, and then they went to Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. And then obviously he led them to the number 2 seed in the NFC, all the way to the NFC Championship game, but then they got blown out by the Eagles in the NFC Championship game, and Brock Purdy hurt his shoulder in that game. And then obviously now this year, the 49ers go 12-5. They are the number 1 seed in the NFC, and Mr. Irrelevant is now in the Super Bowl, and he possibly could be a Super Bowl champ, if they win this game. Second down and 9 here. And now here's a throw up ball caught by Ayuk with a 17-yard catch and run. First down, 49ers. The first down of Super Bowl 58 for San Francisco. As it's Kyle Shanahan for the Niners and obviously Andy Reid for the Chiefs. And obviously in real life, I would assume Taylor Swift will be in a suite here at the stadium, as it's really the Chiefs and the Swifties versus the Niners. And that's a 6-yard run by CMC, Christian McCaffrey, who obviously was on the Panthers, but then went over to the Niners via trade, last season, I think. And obviously his first Super Bowl appearance. And now there's a fumble, and the Chiefs have it, picked up by Nick Bolton. Unbelievable! Back the other way, he's gone! Nick Bolton with a fumble recovery and a touchdown. His second straight Super Bowl with a defensive touchdown. He had a scoop and score last year, and now he has one this year. As he took back the Jalen Hurts fumble last year, and now he takes back the Brock Purdy fumble this year. And the Chiefs have struck first in Super Bowl 58. What a turn of events. As protection broke down, and then Purdy was sacked, a strip sack. He lost the ball and then picked up by Nick Bolton, who brought it back the other way for the touchdown. Not even 2 minutes into the game, and it's 7-0 Kansas City. My goodness, scoop and score for Nick Bolton and the Chiefs. His second straight Super Bowl, but obviously he was on the team last year, with a scoop and score. Nick Bolton had the one last year, and now he has the one this year. Back to Samuel, who returned this one from the Chiefs' end zone. And he's up to the 26, so a 27, net gain of 2. And here comes Purdy and the offense again after the scoop and score, but they'll be fine. But man, Bolton recovered the fumble. I'm not sure who caused the fumble. And now here's McCaffrey, and he lost 2, and it's 2nd down and 12 as Chiefs trying to take over this game early in the game, as it is 2nd down and 12. And now here's a throw, and that ball is almost intercepted as it's dropped. But now it's 3rd and 12, and it's a fire drill for the Niners here. Already a scoop and score, now a 3rd down and long. Now we got a bootleg, and now here's a throw, and it's caught. Ayuk, with both completions for Purdy have been to Ayuk. First down, a huge first down for the Niners. And that was a tight window. As we're halfway through the first, obviously Mahomes hasn't touched the ball yet because there was that scoop and score. 4 rushes, 5 yards for Christian McCaffrey. Up to the 44. And now here's McCaffrey. Good run by McCaffrey. And it's like 3rd and inches. 3rd and inches as he got like 9.5 yards. Well, like 9 yards on like 2.5 feet. Now it's 3rd and inches. Fullback dive. The Kyle Juszczyk, who was on the team, along with obviously Kittle and some other players. But the key offensive players are Juszczyk and Kittle that were on the team in Super Bowl 54 in Miami. And in that game, the 49ers had a 10-point lead with 10 minutes left, but then blew it and lost 31-20. And obviously that was when it was Jimmy G and Mahomes. Now it's Brock Purdy and Mahomes. And now here's a throw over the top, and the pressure made it inaccurate. 2nd down. As they were coming after him again. 1:28 to go in the first. 7-0 Kansas City. 49ers led in the tie of the game. And good run by McCaffrey. 3rd and 5 as he got 5. So 3rd down and short. Here we go. 3rd and medium. It's not really 3rd and short, but 3rd and medium. 3rd and 5. 1 minute to go and counting in the first. And now here's a throw to Kittle. His first catch of the Super Bowl. First down. As Purdy's 3 for 5, 45 yards. 2 to Ayuk, 1 to Kittle. 9 yards, first down. $30 seconds to go. Possibly the last play of the quarter, maybe. And here's McCaffrey. As there was a hole, but it closed. But he got 8. 2nd down and 2. And they don't have to snap it with 7 seconds to go, but they might anyways. Before they change direction. Last play of the quarter, it's a pass. Here's a throw, it's caught by Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle! And the 49ers punch right back. No time left in the first. And it's 7-6. As the PAT will tie the game if they make it with no time left in the first quarter. As it's a good thing they snapped it there. They snapped it with 3 seconds left, and the score was no time left. And here is Jake Moody, I believe, for the PAT. And the kick is good. 7-7 for the first quarter here in Vegas. 1 quarter down, 3 to go in the Super Bowl here in Vegas. 7 apiece. Thanks to that touchdown by George Kittle at the buzzer. And it is Jake Moody for the Niners. And he'll kick it away as Mahomes would get the ball first, or did the ball for the first time, because obviously they had to scoop and score. And this is James, whoever this guy is. He'll return it, and he got popped at the 21. And here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs offense for the first time, because obviously there was that scoop and score, but they haven't touched the ball yet on offense. Mahomes obviously has won 2 Super Bowls, beat the Niners in Super Bowl 54. Then they lost the next year to the Buccaneers in Super Bowl 55 in the COVID season. Then they lost in the AFC Championship game to the Bengals. And then the next year they played the Bengals again in the AFC Championship game, beat them, that was last year. And then obviously then beat the Eagles by 3 in last year's Super Bowl down in Arizona. And then obviously this year they're playing the Niners again. Here we go. Here's Mahomes. Won 2 Super Bowls and 3 appearances. Looking for number 3. Wide open! It's number 88 down the sideline. Spins around a guy. And he's down to the 27. Gain of 51. On the first play on offense for Mahomes and the Chiefs is a 51-yard catch and run. Yeah, Mahomes looking for his 3rd Super Bowl. He's 2 for 3 in Super Bowls, looking to get to 3 and 4. He's 2 for 3 and looking to get to 3 for 4. And here's a run by Pacheco, and he's got 3. Last year in my Super Bowl 57 sim, I called him Poncho, but it's Pacheco, not Poncho. 2nd down and 7 after a 3-yard run by Pacheco. And now here's a throw, Mahomes, and it's picked off by Oliver, as Mahomes couldn't get it over the top, and Oliver picks him off, as both teams have turned it over now, and here comes Purdy in the offense, as Mahomes looking to go over the top, but unfortunately that wasn't a good decision by Mahomes. And now here's Purdy on the bootlet. He's sacked by Day. And it's 2nd and 20 from the 9. Loss of 10. So good play by the Chiefs defense after the pick by Mahomes. And it's 2nd down and a country mile. Here's McCaffrey. And McCaffrey got through there. And shouldn't have got like 1 or 2 or none. Instead he got 10. Now it's 3rd down and 10. But it's still 3rd and long, but at least it's not 3rd and like 15 or 20. 3rd and 10 now. Here's Purdy. And Purdy's gonna run for it. And he's got it. Purdy's got the first down. As they get out of the 2nd and 20 hole. Got 10 and then got 12. First down. Up to the 30-yard line as we're halfway through the 2nd quarter. Chiefs get the ball after halftime, but the 49ers have the ball right now. And now there's a throw. Tight window knocked out of the hands of Samuel. 2nd down. And now here's a throw to Kittle, and it's batted out of his hands. Good defender. Good defense on Samuel, and now Samuel and Kittle. It's 3rd down. Third down and 10. And now here's a throw. This ball's caught by Jennings. First down up to the 48. With under 3 to go in the half. up near midfield. They're snapping the ball on the NFL shield. And now open is Kittle. He turns around, and he down about 15. Purdy sits for 10, 102, and a touchdown. 3 receptions, 47 yards for Kittle. 2-minute warning here in Vegas. 7 apiece. And now here's a throw, and he might have had Kittle, but it was overthrown by Purdy, 2nd down. And there's the offense with Mahomes and Pacheco there. Obviously, he threw the interception. Defense trying to hold him to at least 3 because the Chiefs hopefully did the ball back here in the first half, and they also did the ball to start the second half after the halftime show, of course. It's 3rd down and 5 now. Chiefs will not call their timeout yet, so the clock will run here. It's now 3rd down and 5, but if you're the 49ers, get the first down, but at least, if you don't, at least get 3 here. And now here's a throw, and it's dropped by Kittle as a hit jarred it loose. 4th down with 1:31 to go. And it's a 46-yard field goal for Moody. It's not a gimme, but remember, we're inside. From the left hash for Moody, 46 yards, left hash. And the kick by Moody from 46 is right down Broadway, and the 49ers have their first lead of the Super Bowl. They've scored 10 unanswered, and they lead 10-7 late in the first half. But the Chiefs still have time. 1:27 on the clock, all 3 timeouts, and they get the ball after halftime. So it's a key possession for the Chiefs here. So the Chiefs obviously held the 49ers to 3 points after the interception. And here's James from the end zone. And this time he'll get up to right where he would have needed at the 25. 1:23 to go. All 3 timeouts and 83 seconds. And now here's a throw to Kelsey. He's got it. Kelsey, his first catch of the Super Bowl. And Taylor Swift and the Swifties are probably going nuts. First down, Kansas City. I don't even like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I just said that just because. Here's a fullback dive with Gray. And the Chiefs will call their first timeout, 2nd down and 2 with about 40 seconds left in the first half. .41 seconds to go in the half. 2nd and 2 from the 49ers 23. And now here's a throw to the fullback who just ran it. First down, and the Chiefs will call their 2nd timeout down to the 16. So Gray ran it for 8, and then he caught it for what, like 8 maybe? First down. Here we go. Down to the 16. Here's a throw, and it's batted out of the hands of Rice. As the defender saved the touchdown. As he had it, but then the defender jarred it loose. So 29 seconds to go. And now here's a throw. It's caught by Rice, and he's down to the 1. And the Chiefs will call it a 3rd and final timeout. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1 as the 49ers kept them out for now. No timeouts for Kansas City. 21 seconds. So if you're tackling and bounce here, you got to hurry up. Go on defense for the 49ers. And now here's a run by Pacheco, and he's not in. He didn't get in. He didn't get in, and the Chiefs hurry up and they'll spike it. So it's now 3rd and goal from the 1. 8 seconds. So now if you're tackling and bounce, you can't spike it, and really you might have to throw it. You might have to throw it, or do you run it again? Because if you run it and don't get it, the half's going to be over. Third and goal from the 1. Pacheco's lined up in the backfield. It's a throw, and now there's a throw, and it's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead. What a throw by Mahomes right behind the ear of the defender number 33. And what a fit, what a throw, and what a catch by Mahomes and MVS, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And the Chiefs have taken the lead late in the first half, in the final seconds of the first half, that is. And the Chiefs get the ball after halftime. The extra point is good, as the last slip ended right when I snapped the ball. But the extra point is good. 14-10 Chiefs, 4 seconds to go in the first half, and the Chiefs get the ball after halftime. That was a huge possession right there. But now they will have a chance to go up by 2 scores after halftime. But there's 4 seconds to go, so we still got to take care of the 4 seconds. And they're going to kick it deep, and that will be a touchback. They're not in knee formation, obviously. It's nowhere near Hail Mary range, but he might just throw up a ball to see if he can draw like a defensive hold in, or see if he can throw one up and draw a DPI. Last play of the first half, barring a defensive foul. He'll throw it up in a bundle of players, and it's incomplete. And that's the end of the first half here in Vegas. 14-10 Chiefs, and here's the halftime report by Jonathan Coachman down in Orlando. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
Thank you, Coach, for that shortened EA Sports halftime report. Second half here in Vegas. The Chiefs do get the ball to start second half. There's 12 minutes to go here in Super Bowl 58. Chiefs get the ball to start second half, up by 4, and a touchdown will make it a 2-score game. As obviously we're down, it's obviously a longer than usual halftime. Usually it's like 12 minutes, but in the Super Bowl it's like 30 minutes because of the halftime show. And that will be brought up to the 28. And here's Mahomes and the Chiefs for their first drive of the second half, up by 4. Last year they were down by 10 at halftime. This year they're up by 4 at halftime. Here we go. Bootleg. And he's going to throw it to Pacheco. And Pacheco, hard runner, man-to-man miss, first down. Mahomes sits for 8, 130, 1 TD, 1 interception. So he has up to the interception, but only 1 incomplete pass, and then the interception. And now here's a run by Pacheco, and he has 3 rushes, 4 yards. He got a yard on that one. They were down by 10 at halftime last year, came back to win by 3. The Chiefs did, and now this year they're up by 4 at halftime. And here's a throw. It's caught by MVS, who caught the touchdown before halftime. First down. Now here's a snap. And now here's a throw. And that ball's intercepted. It's Cameron Ward with a big play as he went up for the ball. Ward did, and number 11 for the number 7 for the 49ers, and number 11 for the Chiefs went up for that ball. It was a jump ball, and Ward went up for it, along with the Chiefs receiver, and Ward caught it and came down with it. Second pick of the game for Mahomes, and the 49ers have life as the Chiefs are driving to make it a 2-score game. Instead, it's still a 1-score game. And now here's a throw, and it's caught! Deebo Samuel almost took it to the house. As if that one guy who tackled him missed, that was a touchdown, because there was no one back there. That saved the touchdown, that tackle. My goodness. And now Purdy throws it up, and it's caught! As he was hit as he threw, and it was just lobbed up there, but Samuel came back for it and made the catch. 2 receptions, 30 yards for Samuel. And now here's McCaffrey. First down. He keeps going. He's still going. Down inside the 20 at the 17. As they've run it a lot more, and they have a lot more success in the running game than the Chiefs. And they're looking for a go-ahead touchdown. And now here's a toss to the right. And McCaffrey did the edge. And he got about 7 actually. He has 11 rushes, 70 yards total, 7 on that run. And he's down to the 10, 2nd down and 3. And now here's a throw to McCaffrey. He's in! Touchdown 49ers! And they have retaken the lead in Super Bowl 58. And McCaffrey, the running back down to the backfield, caught it at like the 5 or at the 8-yard line and turned the corner and got the edge. Touchdown. As they turned the first Mahomes interception into 3, they turned the second Mahomes interception into 7. And the Chiefs, and the 49ers are up by 3. As out of the 49ers 17 points, 10 of them have been off Mahomes interceptions. 3 off the first, 7 off the second. And the Chiefs will get the ball back, obviously. 2:13 to go in the third. They're now by 3. Back is James, and he'll return it. And he's up to the 23, so he lost 2 yards there between where he got it to and where he would have got it if he needed it. It's a big drive here. Now here's Pacheco, and he no yards. They've barely run it. And now here's a throw to Kelsey. There goes Kelsey. It's a foot race, and Kelsey will be taken down. But he's down to the 49ers 15. Second big play for the Chiefs, both to that man. And it's 1st and 10 at the 49ers 15. A huge play. 70 seconds to go and counting in the third. And here's a fullback dive to Gray. He has 2 rushes, 11 yards. Pacheco has 4 for 4. But what a huge play. And now here's Mahomes. Rolling right. He'll run for it. And he takes a hit. And he's out of bounds at the 7. 3rd and 2. So they got it to the 5 for a first. 3rd and 2 from the 7. 15 seconds to go in the third. He's on a bootleg. And he's going to throw it. And it's dropped. It's dropped in the end zone. I believe that was a dropped interception, actually. And now it's 4th and 2. Will they kick it to tie it, or will they go for it? It's a 24-yard field goal if they kick it. And they are going to send out Butker, who only missed, I think he only missed, 1 field goal all year long. And I don't think he ever missed a PAT, and I think he only missed 1 field goal all year long. Or something like, or 1 or 2. So they're going to send him out there, 24 yards from the right hash. And the kick by Butker is good, and we're tied. 17 apiece in the final seconds of the third. Great Super Bowl so far. 17-17 in the final seconds of the third quarter. After that big play to Kelsey, the 49ers defense stood tall. And it's 17-17, 5 seconds to go in the third. Touchback. One last play before the quarter ends. As we're gonna go, unless there's a touchdown here, We're now down to the fourth quarter, tied at 17. And now here's McCaffrey on the stretch, and he got no yards. And in the third quarter, we head to the fourth, tied at 17 in the Super Bowl. As the Super Bowl is going to be determined in the fourth quarter or later, tied at 17. Second and 10. And now here's a throw deep down the field, and it's broken up as Samuel is the intended target. And now it's third and 10. Good job to play the ball and not the man. And now here's a throw. This one is batted up in the air and caught on the deflection by Samuel. Unbelievable. A great break for the 49ers and a horrendous break for the Chiefs, as that was popped up in the air as the defender and the receiver both went up for it, and then it hit the hands of Ayuk, popped straight up in the air about 5 feet, and then Samuel caught it off the deflection as it hit the hand of Ayuk, popped up in the air, then Samuel went up for it and came down with it. Man, that's a great break for the Niners and a horrendous break for the Chiefs. First down at the Chiefs' 47. And here's McCaffrey. McCaffrey, first down. Excuse me, not first down, second down and 1. 79 rushes on 13 carries. But man, that was a huge play, because if that was incomplete, that would have been fourth down. But Ayuk popped it up in the air, not intentionally, and then Samuel caught it on the deflection. And now McCaffrey, this is a first down. Down to the Chiefs 33 with under 5 minutes to go. This is a big play right here. And now Purdy throws it up and it's batted out of the hands of, I believe it was Samuel, and it's second down and 10. And now, there goes Purdy, and he took a hit in bounds. So on third down and 2. He has 2 rushes, 20 yards. 4 minutes to go in counting. It is third down and 2. And they're going to run it on third and 2, and McCaffrey is inches short. He got like a foot and a half, or a yard and a half. Now it's fourth and inches. It's a 40-yard field goal if they kick it, or they might go for it. And they're gonna go for it. They're passing up a 40-yard field goal to take the lead. They want it more. Can they get the first down? McCaffrey's got it, and more. He got it by plenty. He got about 5. First down to the 18. As they don't get the field goal, but they do get the first down. Under 3 to go as 49ers are chewing all the clock up here as Chiefs have all 3 timeouts. So do the 49ers and the 2-minute warning. They're taking every second they can of the play clock. Down to 3. They snap it with 3. And they're going to throw it to McCaffrey. There goes McCaffrey. He's in. Touchdown. And the 49ers have the lead with about 2.5 minutes to go. 2:27 to go, and the 49ers have the lead. And McCaffrey snuck out the back door, caught the ball, got to the pylon, touchdown. And the kick is good, and it's 24-17 Niners. 2:27 to go. 10 plays, 74 yards, 3:38 in time. Purdy was 2 for 4, 46 yards, and a touchdown on that drive. And the Chiefs have 2:27, plenty of time, all 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning. They need a touchdown. And that will be a touchback. That'll 75 yards, 2:27 on the clock. They have a 2-minute warning, plus all 3 timeouts. Honestly, if the Chiefs won this game, they would win their 4th Super Bowl, 3 by Mahomes. The last 3 by Mahomes. And if the 49ers win, they would win their 6th Super Bowl. And now here's a throw to Kelsey. First down. Up to the 45. And obviously, if the 49ers did win, they would win their 6th Super Bowl. 2-minute warning, 24-17 Niners, but the Chiefs have the ball, looking to tie the game. If the 49ers did win, they would win their 6th Super Bowl, which would be tied for the most. It would tie the Patriots and the Steelers for the most by a team in NFL history. 2 minutes to go. This is where legends are made. And he's going to throw it, and it's caught by Forston. Down to the 32 out of bounds. 2 plays are down to the 49ers 32. And now here's a throw. That ball's caught by Dre. As Mahomes has 254 yards, 2 incompletions, and obviously the 2 interceptions. 2nd down and 5, 1:35 to go. All 3 timeouts. And now here's a throw, and it's caught! MVS down to the 6. .110 to go and counting. And now here's a run by Pacheco! Pacheco down to the 4 with 1 minute to go. 50 seconds. It's 2nd and goal. They obviously have 3 shots to get in. And now here's Pacheco! And he's in! Touchdown! Kansas City! And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying the game in the final minute of the Super Bowl. In the final minute of regulation of the Super Bowl, the Chiefs have tied it if they make the PAT. It's not a gimme. 47 seconds, but obviously the 49ers, assuming that they make this. And the kick is good. We're tied at 24 with 47 seconds to go in regulation here in Super Bowl 58. They drove 77 yards in 100 seconds. And this Super Bowl is tied, 47 seconds to go in regulation. But the 49ers have all 3 timeouts, and they only need a field goal. Can Mr. Irrelevant take this team down the field and kick a game-winning field goal? We'll find out. Here's Samuel, and he's up to the 26. 43 seconds, all 3 timeouts for the 49ers. Will they win it here, or will we go to overtime? So there's only been 1 Super Bowl ever to go to overtime. That was Super Bowl 51, the game where the Falcons had a 28-3 lead, blew it. It was 28-28 going to overtime. Patriots won the toss. Obviously, they let the 2 receive and went down and won the game. And now here's a throw. That ball is caught by Ayuk. And he's already to the Chiefs' 46. As he was left wide open, as Purdy found him rolling out to the right. I mean, the field goal, there's no field goal target line on the field, but they're probably about 10 yards away from field goal range already. And now here's a throw, and it's caught. Kittle. 2nd and 1 from the Chiefs' 37. 49ers call their first timeout, as they're on the edge of field goal range already. But obviously you want it as close as possible for your kicker. 30 seconds, and they're going to run it. And McCaffrey. And the Chiefs will call their first timeout. The Chiefs will. Because if they didn't, the 49ers are probably going to run it down to like 3 seconds. They're probably not going to run. 24 seconds. They're down to the 32. They're probably just going to run this, and they are going to run it. Chiefs will call their 2nd timeout. They're probably going to save that 3rd timeout to ice the kicker. Second and 11 from the 33, 20 seconds. It's going to be a long field goal, but they don't want to take a chance of possibly throwing an interception. And now here's McCaffrey! McCaffrey is just gonna, he fumbled the ball! Oh my goodness, he fumbled it, but picking it up was a 49ers player. Oh my goodness, that was And there's a booth review as the clock is stopped with 6 seconds. As McCaffrey should have given himself up, but he fumbled it, and then it was picked up by a 49ers player. He might have been down by contact before anyways. I think he was down first, so even if the Chiefs recovered it, it would have still been the Niners' ball. But my goodness, what a turn of events. But the 49ers are going to probably call that last timeout with about 4 seconds left. As the clock goes back to 14 seconds, it is running. It's reversed, so he is down by contact. And they're going to call a timeout, the 49ers will, with 4 seconds to go, as they're going to try to kick the game-winning field goal. But the Chiefs still have a timeout, so they're going to ice Moody. It's a 34-yard field goal, especially after that last run. They marked the ball at the 17. It's a 34-yard field goal to win the Super Bowl. But obviously the Chiefs are probably going to ice him. 34 yards from the right hash. And the Chiefs will call that final timeout as Andy Reid runs down there. And the Chiefs will call their final timeout to ice Moody. If he makes it, the 49ers win the Super Bowl. If he misses it, we're going to overtime. Here we go. It's the special iced angle. 34 yards from the right hash for Moody to win the Super Bowl. All the pressure on him, all the fans standing here at Allegiant Stadium. Can he do it? And the kick by Moody is no good! He hit the upright, and it's no good as he missed it from 34 yards, and we're going to overtime. As he plants it off the right upright, it stays out. And we are going to overtime. Unbelievable. And the 49ers will call tails, and they have won the toss. Tails never fails. And the Chiefs will defend right, but the 49ers win the toss. They'll receive. But remember, both teams will get the ball no matter what. Because of the new postseason overtime rules, which have never been used before, because there hasn't been a postseason game that has gone to overtime since that new rule change. So the 49ers would hit the ball, but man, they were in a prime position to win the game. But Moody planted off the right upright from 34 yards out. And obviously both teams would hit the ball no matter what. Samuel will return it from the end zone, and he's up to the 27, 28. My goodness. What a turn of events. The 49ers were in position for a game-winning field goal. The Chiefs iced Moody, and Moody planted off the upright. And now here's McCaffrey. McCaffrey! Not 5. He has 115 yards on the ground. So obviously both teams are guaranteed possession. What a game. And now here's a throw, and it's caught by Ayuk. First down. Purdy, 257 and 3 touchdowns. And now here's McCaffrey. There goes McCaffrey. And he's down to the 27. He has 132 rushing yards on 21 rushes. He's killing this Chiefs defense. And now, here's a throw to the end zone. What a throw and catch. Touchdown. Ayuk. And the 49ers have the lead in the Super Bowl in overtime. But it is not over because of that new postseason overtime rule where both teams are guaranteed a possession no matter what. But what a throw by Purdy. Off his back foot, under pressure. Jump ball. Ayuk went up with it with number 22. And he went up for it and came down with it. And they're going to go for the PAT, which is 32 yards. Obviously, he missed a 34-yard field goal. This is a 32-yard extra point. And the kick is good. And the 49ers have a 7-point lead in the Super Bowl in overtime. But the Chiefs would hit the ball, needing a touchdown and a PAT to tie it. touchdown and a 2-point conversion to win it. A touchdown and a PAT would tie it and send it into sudden death. Anything less, and the 49ers win. And that will be a touchback. Chiefs need a touchdown and a PAT to extend it. Touchdown and a 2-point conversion, the Chiefs would win. Anything less would be a 49ers Super Bowl win, their 6th ever, which would tie the Steelers and Patriots for the most all time if they get that done. Who wants it more here? Here we go. And now here's a throw to Kelsey. And he's got it. I think. Yes, he does. Out of bounds at the 47. First ever postseason game to go to overtime since the new postseason overtime rules went into effect in the 2022 season. Another fullback dive down to the 49. What a game. And they're going to run it with Pacheco. And it's going to be 3rd and 4. Obviously, have 2 plays to get this. They have 2 plays to get 4 yards. Play action. And he's going to throw it to Pacheco. First down. 304 yards, 1 TD, 2 interceptions from Mahomes. Down to the 41. Now Mahomes. Mahomes rolls out. And he's going to run for it. And he's got the first down. Down to the 29 as the Chiefs are driving, looking to tie the game. And if they do tie it, then it would go to sudden death. And now Pacheco, who has 8 rushes, 21 yards, and a touchdown, which is the complete opposite of McCaffrey, who has like 130 yards. And now Mahomes. Here comes the pressure! And it's thrown away out of the pocket, so it's not intentional grounding. As he was, I believe, unblocked. 3rd and 3. It's 4-down territory, obviously. Fans on their feet. Super Bowl overtime. 49ers have a 7-point lead, looking to win the game, possibly. Here's a throw. It's caught by Kelsey. Down to the 10. 1st and goal, Kansas City. As the Chiefs looking to tie the game, and you never know if they do get the touchdown, they might go for 2. And now Mahomes is going to throw it to Bell, and Bell's in! And the Chiefs are with an extra point tying the game in overtime. As Bell was left wide open, but now an extra point would tie it and extend it. A 2-point conversion, a successful 2-point conversion will win the game. And I'm going to kick it. And the Chiefs will elect not to go for 2 and just kick it and send it into sudden death. If he misses it, it's over. And the extra point by Butker is right down Broadway. And we go to sudden death in overtime in the Super Bowl. Tied at 31, 1:41 to go in the first overtime. And this camera is about to die, so I'm actually going to stop for a few minutes and charge it a little bit, and then I'll be back. 31-31 in overtime. I'll see you in a sec. You didn't miss anything. I just wanted to charge my camera for about 10 minutes because it was on 1 bar, now it's on 2, so hopefully it will survive the rest of the game. We're in overtime. Both teams just scored a touchdown, so now it's sudden death. So the 49ers will get the ball. Next score wins the Super Bowl, no matter if it's a touchdown, a safety, or a field goal. Here we go. 1:41 to go in overtime. Number 1, sudden death. Next score wins the Super Bowl. Touchback to Samuel O'Neal. And Mr. Irrelevant drive his team down the field and win the game with a field goal. He did that at the end of regulation, but the only problem was his kicker missed the field goal from 34 yards out, hit the right upright, and stayed out at the buzzer in regulation. Now we're in overtime. And now here's a throw over the top. And it's caught by Ayuk. 304 yards and 4 touchdowns for Purdy. First down already up to the 45. Now McCaffrey! There goes McCaffrey! As he got 9 up to the other 46, but he almost got the edge there. And if he did, that might have been a Super Bowl winning touchdown. And now McCaffrey ran to his own man. There goes McCaffrey! And he got about 20 down to the 28. He has 158 rushes in this 158 rushing yards in this game. First down. Half a minute to go in overtime number 1. We might go to double overtime. They are in field goal range. They're going to throw it. Purdy is going to roll. And he's just going to run for it and get out of bounds. 5 yards. He has 3 rushes, 25 yards total. And now there's a throw by Purdy. It's caught by Kittle. And the 49ers are calling the first time out. It's first and goal from the 9. They might just want to try to punch this into the end zone so they can avoid kicking a field goal on that iced angle. Because that's the reason I missed it. I didn't purposely try to miss it. It's that zoomed in angle where you don't know exactly where you're aiming, and then when the meter's going back down, it disappears. So that's why I missed it. So I'm gonna try to avoid that if I can. First and goal from the 9. Not 9 yards for the championship. And he's going to roll out to the right. And he's going to throw it wide open. Is the 49ers receiver. It's a touchdown. And the 49ers have won the Super Bowl in overtime. As it's Jennings, number 15, wide open in the back right corner. And Brock Purdy has gone from Mr. Irrelevant to a Super Bowl champion. As the 49ers win it in the final seconds of overtime number 1. As they have dethroned Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. 37-31 is the final in overtime. And Jennings, number 15 right there, catches the Super Bowl winning touchdown as instead of trying to kick a field goal, they avoid that iced field goal angle and get the touchdown instead. What a game. 49ers won it in overtime. And they've won their 6th Super Bowl. They've tied with the Patriots and the Steelers for the most all time. .328 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions for Brock Purdy, and he's a Super Bowl 58 MVP. He deserves it. 5 touchdowns, including the game winner. And opposite, it's the same old Super Bowl presentation on PS4, as you have Ayuk, Warner, Brandon Ayuk, Fred Warner, Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy, and then obviously the head coach, Kyle Shanahan, up there. As there is Brock Purdy holding the Vince Lombardi trophy. What a game. 49ers win it in overtime. 328 yards and 5 touchdowns for Purdy. 326 yards and 2 touchdowns from Mahomes. And 2 interceptions. And then Purdy, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Pacheco, 8 carries, 21 yards. Rashid Rice, that's 1 reception, 15 yards. MVS, 3 receptions, 37 yards, and a touchdown. And that's just the headlines, and I'm going to look at the full player stats here. I mean, what a game. See, Mahomes did throw 2 interceptions. And then rushing, McCaffrey, 23 for 158. Never had a touchdown on the ground. He had one through the air. Pacheco, 8 for 21 and a touchdown. Purdy, 3 for 25. Noah Gray, actually a tight end for the Chiefs. on that fullback dive. I thought he was their fullback, but he's actually a tight end in as fullback. He had 3 for 14. Mahomes 2 for 17. And then Juszczyk, the 49ers fullback, 1 for 4. Receiving, Ayuk. I actually don't know by team. Let's start with the Chiefs, I guess. Kelsey, 5 for 159. MVS, 3 for 37 and a touchdown. Jody Forston, a tight end, 2 for 74. Noah Dre, the tight end, he had 2 for 12 through the air. Pacheco, 2 for 19 through the air. Bell, 1 for 10 and a touchdown, which obviously was that touchdown that tied the game in overtime. And then Rasheed Rice, 1 for 15. And then 49ers. Ayuk, 6 for 135 and a touchdown. Kittle, 5 for 71 and a touchdown. Samuel, 3 for 67. Jennings, 2 for 27 and a touchdown, which that was the Super Bowl winning touchdown from 9 yards out. And then McCaffrey, 2 for 28 and 2 touchdowns through the air. So McCaffrey had 130 rushing yards and no touchdowns on the ground. But then through the air, he had 2 receptions, 28 yards, and both receptions went for touchdowns. And then, well, not blocking. Defense, 49ers, obviously, sacks, there was no sacks. Interceptions, Ward had 1, and Isaiah Oliver had the other. And then the Chiefs started this game with a scoop and score. As Willie Gray, their right outside linebacker, had the strip sack, and then had the strip sack. Drew Tranquil had a forced fumble, and then obviously Nick Bolton had the fumble recovery. So it was a strip sack and then a scoop and score for Nick Bolton, 41-yard scoop and score, and that made it 7-0 Chiefs. That was on the first 49ers drive. It was a scoop and score, a strip sack, and then a 41-yard scoop and score for Nick Bolton, his second straight Super Bowl. Obviously, he had a scoop and score last year, and now he had a scoop and score this year. But obviously, the Chiefs won last year by 3. This year they lose by 6. Yeah, and then Kitten, Butker was 1 for 1 on field goals. That one field goal was from 24 yards, and then 4 for 4 on extra points. And then the 49ers kicker, Jake Moody, 1 for 2 on field goals, made it from 46, and then missed it from 34, but that's because of the ice angle. That's how I missed it. But he was 1 for 2 on field goals, made it from 46, missed it from 34, and then was 4 for 4 on extra points. And then punting, there was no punts for either team. So, yeah. And then scoring summary, 41-yard scoop and score for Bolton, 20-yard pass to Kittle with no time left in the first quarter, so it was 7-7 after the first quarter. 46-yard field goal by Moody, 1-yard pass to MVS from Mahomes. So then at halftime, it was 14-10 Chiefs. So the Chiefs had a 4-point lead at halftime. And then obviously a 10-yard pass to McCaffrey that gave the 49ers the lead. 24-yard field goal from Butker to tie the game at 17. Heading into the fourth. 18-yard pass to McCaffrey, and a 4-yard run by Pacheco. Game was tied at 20-24 going to overtime. 27-yard pass to Ayuk, then a 10-yard pass to Bell, and then obviously a 9-yard pass to Jennings to win the Super Bowl with 5 seconds to go in the first overtime. Obviously, if it was still tied after the first overtime, we were going to go to double overtime, but the 49ers win it with 5 seconds to go in overtime number 1 as they win it 37-31 in overtime. As this camera is about to die, it's flashing at me, saying, so I gotta finish this up as it's flashing at me. But what a game! If this is the score of real life, 37-31 49ers in overtime, or even regulation, this will be a great game. As the 49ers win their 6th Super Bowl, as they're tied with the Patriots and Steelers for the most as the 49ers win their 6th Super Bowl, which is tied with the Steelers and Patriots for the most all time among NFL teams. And that's Super Bowls, not NFL championships. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. If you got up so hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm going to see you in episode number 3 of this Madden 24 Play Now series. See you in episode number 3. And eat a lot of bacon. And go 49ers.